2 years ago, the Suicide Squad game was announced by DC Fandom back in 2021, where the players would get to play as four characters for the Suicide Squad game. You got Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, and King Shark. Four of the most popular, well, somewhat popular characters from the DCU and from the comics. Now, when this game was announced, I was not really hyped for it. I'm like, well, it's the Suicide Squad, and growing up, I never really liked the Suicide Squad. I've read the comics, of course, and the comics, obviously, they're just, to me, the Squad are still like bad guys. The only reason why they're a team is because, obviously, Amanda Waller, who is like a government agency type leader, put bombs onto the Suicide Squad's heads, basically forcing them to do good things, like doing her missions. Even though these people are not good people, killers, let me remind you, people who've done horrendous crimes and obviously are forced to be the heroes of this video game. Now, obviously, Rocksteady has made this game. This game was not supposed to take place in the Arkhamverse, but obviously, they felt like since they got to make money and try to spread the word out that this game was going to take place in the Arkhamverse since Rocksteady make it, they decided that this game will take place 5 years after the events of Arkham Knight, which is this game. So again, Suicide Squad takes place 5 years after the events of Arkham Knight. Now, obviously, in the game, your job is to take down the Justice League, who have been brainwashed by Brainiac. Brainiac has taken control of the Justice League somehow, which hopefully they explain how, because obviously, if you remember in the Arkham games, the Justice League group has never been established in this universe. Remember, yes, the characters have been mentioned. Superman, Wonder Woman, I think even Flash, and maybe Green Lantern, if I remember, have all been mentioned in this game, in the Arkhamverse. But no team has ever been mentioned. Like, when Batman mentions Metropolis, you would think when he's about to turn himself over to Scarecrow, you would think Alfred mentioned, well, Master Bruce, why don't you get Mr. Kent or the other League members to come help you take down Scarecrow? But no, they don't mention it because they never met in this universe. So supposedly, in the game, is that when you visit the museum, which I've seen clips, and again, I'm going to be spoiling everything, so this will contain spoilers, slash my thoughts, slash the leaks, slash predictions. I have not played the Suicide Squad game. I've only seen a little bit of clips of it. And, it looks okay, but again, I've decided that I'm not going to buy it because I've heard about the faith of Arkham Batman, who I've loved for years. Arkham Batman came out in 2009. From 2009 all the way to 2024. I've played all, and we're going to include Arkham Origins, because it's somewhat canon, so I'm going to count Origins. On my channel, I've played Arkham Asylum, I've played Arkham City, I've played Arkham Origins, and I've played Arkham Knight, which I'm still doing a walkthrough for. So anyway, as a fan of these Arkham games, it's just, part of me felt like it should not have been part of the universe, but the only reason, once again, is because they want to draw money. They feel like, since the Arkham stuff is more popular, why don't we have this game canon to the Arkhamverse so fans would buy it, because you want to know what happened to the events of Arkham for the game. Now, supposedly, and we're going to talk about Arkham Batman, because I really don't care about the other Justice League members. The question is, how did Arkham Batman get captured by Brainiac? Like, how did he get captured? How did all this happen? What led to Batman joining the League after his identity gets exposed? Well, let's talk about how Arkham Batman was first formed, how this universe was made. In this game, excuse me, Arkham Asylum was made to celebrate Batman's 70 years of being active for the comics. Batman started in 1939. From 1939 all the way to 2009 was 70 years, which is very impressive. Arkham Asylum was a game to celebrate all of Batman comic books, celebrate basically his anniversary. So they brought back all the characters. They brought back, obviously, the famous actors to portray their role. Obviously, the great Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, came back to voice Batman. You had Mark Hamill and Aislinn Shorkin. Is that her name? I never pronounce her name right, but God bless her too. Rest in peace. The voice of Harley Quinn. And then they brought some other actors to play, like Scarecrow and all those other guys. And as a fan, it was a really good game. Arkham Asylum was not supposed to be. It was supposed to be a one-off thing, but the game got so popular, it won Game of the Year. People loved the Asylum game. My only issue with Asylum was like the story was pretty good. I liked the story. The only thing I didn't like was the combat and how the thugs looked the same. But obviously, Rocksteady took the little bit of criticism and they improved it for the next game, for Arkham City, where you get to glide up and down. Like in Asylum, you just glide down. Like you only can glide down. But in Arkham City, you can glide up and glide down and glide back up. You have the grapple boots, you have better combat, and all that. It was really a great game, and I like Arkham City. Arkham City is my favorite game. Arkham City takes place a year and a half after the events of Arkham Asylum. Then you move on. Arkham City, of course, was a game that I loved. It's still the best Arkham game in my opinion. I've always said Arkham City was my favorite. I love, obviously, Kevin's performance was fantastic. The Joker's death, I thought that was pretty good. How the gay killed up the Joker. But in these 4 Arkham games, Joker has still been the main bad guy. Even in Arkham Origins, who they were going to have Black Mask, but Black Mask was always portrayed by the Joker, who took the Roman Science identity and became the bad guy. Arkham Origins was supposed to take 5 years. Was supposed to take 5 years before Asylum, which the timeline has screwed up a lot because there's no way that you could do Nightfall. Because remember, in Arkham Asylum, Nightfall is mentioned, and Batman had his back broken by Bane. But you can't do that if Bane has supposedly been locked up for the Asylum for 5 years, which doesn't make sense. So that's why I think, in my opinion, Arkham Origins took place maybe 20 to 25 years. Because remember, Arkham Origin has a lot of reference in this game, but I still refuse that it's like part of me considered most of it canon, but some of the stuff is not canon. But obviously, yeah. Now, we jump into Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight takes place 12 months after the events of Arkham City. So Batman he's more grumpy after the death of Talia. He's more grumpy. He's not team friendly. He's really not worked close with his allies. He's more dark and grim and all that stuff. Of course, after the events of Arkham City, obviously the Joker died, which put something more into him, like made him more darker. Talia died, which made him more darker, and all that other stuff. Now, obviously, if you remember in the events of Arkham Knight, Batman fights the Arkham Knight and he fights Scarecrow. Batman's identity gets leaked. The whole world knows his identity. He makes his contingency plan, which is called the Nightfall Protocol, where he basically cuts ties with his family. He blows up Wayne Manor, the Batcave, and the Batmobile and the Batwing. So people believe Batman's dead, obviously. And then, of course, remember the game where a family's walking down the alleyway. They try to get mugged by 2 robbers. Scary dark figures on the rooftop. The thug said, Batman's dead, he's not alive. And then, obviously, you see like a fiery orange Batman who appeared from the shadows and scares the crap out of the criminals. Yes, I've always said for years, Batman is alive. It was him using the fear toxin. He's using Scarecrow's fear toxin to endorse fear around the criminals. So yes, Batman is alive. Since now he can't be Bruce Wayne and Batman, his full-time act is being Batman forever. So that's basically where he has no more of a life and all that stuff. So supposedly, and this is what in the museum explains how Batman and Superman met. Basically, Superman's idea was to form the Justice League. He finds all the members. He goes to Gotham. He meets this ghost figure, Batman, and tells Batman, hey, I'm forming the Justice League. I would like for you to join. And Batman goes, sure. Whatever. Sure. What? So you basically bring it back. And I remember just saying, this cannot be true. Like, this obviously cannot be true that this is how they bring back Batman. And what do you know? They do. Now, this is from Jack Ryder's preference. Jack Ryder talks about it. There was actually a picture of Bruce Wayne unmasked shaking Superman's hand. He's still wearing his Arkham Knight suit, and he's shaking Superman's hand. So, of course, hopefully in the game they explain, like, I'm pretty sure they're going to explain how Batman, so apparently he's been running around with the Justice League for 5 years. Which I don't understand. It's like Batman has been unmasked. He was unmasked on public. When you go back to the GCPD, Aaron Cash, who's a love character who I love, said to the reader, he tells the player that the mayor ordered an arrest warrant for Bruce Wayne for all the active crimes that Batman did. Remember, Batman becomes a wanted fugitive by the GCPD ever since he's unmasked. And the GCPD, obviously, you would think they want to go after Batman for committing all these horrendous crimes. You know, Batman hasn't committed crime. He saved the city multiple times. But if running around in a vigilante, breaking bones and all that stuff will cause problems for the city. So, yeah. So, Arkham Batman, if you've seen the trailer and all that, and of course, this will be Kevin Conroy's last performance, which obviously, he knew what he signed up for, and I'm happy that he got what he wanted to do, because obviously, Kevin has said in the past that he loves Rocksteady, and that Rocksteady has done a lot for him, and that he'll always be grateful for Rocksteady. Now, here's my take. Do I think Batman should have came back? If you were going to bring him back, yes, I like that. But the question is, you should never brought him back as, like, the main, like, a guy brainwashed, because that basically ruins the ending of Arkham Knight. Batman should have been used, like, if this was how I was going to write it, I would write that where Batman comes back, where the Justice League, you have Superman, you can even bring back Aquaman to replace Batman as the 4 members. There's only 4 members. Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, well, 5, and Batman. You could have just had all 4 of them mind controlled and have Batman comes back and where he helps the League and he helps them take down the Justice League. He doesn't kill them, but he takes them down and maybe helps them unbrainwash from Brainiac's mind control. Because in the game, you're going to be fighting Flash, Green Lantern, and then supposedly Arkham Batman is going to be like the hardest boss fight, because remember, Arkham Batman is a guy who knows he's the best at martial arts. So I'm pretty sure he's going to start using his takedowns and his gadgets on you. Because remember, Arkham Batman is a beast. This guy has been active for 20 years, and he knows how to fight. Now, sadly enough, and I'm going to talk about this leak, so again, spoilers, but there was a leak that was announced 4 weeks ago. It was leaked on the internet 4 weeks ago. Picture and audio footage. There supposedly was video, but that video got taken down really, really quickly. I only saw the photo and the audio. So I'm guessing during the boss fight, when you take down Batman, Harley Quinn, like basically Batman's sitting on a bench, beat up, and he's Kevin, and doesn't sound fake. This sounds real. Kevin is basically telling the squad, "You guys are not heroes. Like, you guys think you're a team now," and blah, 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 and all that stuff. And then Harley makes a joke saying that even as a bad guy, you're still not a hero. I never consider you as a hero when you were a good guy. All that stuff. And the leak audio, which, again, this is just the leak that I saw. Harley Quinn pulls out a gun and shoots Batman in the head. Just shoots him in the head, and then I forgot what she does with his. Supposedly, she dumps his corpse on the ground or something, or takes something, his gadget. I don't know. And I remember just saying that, what? Like, this is how you kill Arkham Batman? You have him get shot in the head? Really? Because if this is true, then that is the worst way to kill off Arkham Batman. Remember, Arkham Batman has went through hell. And this is what makes me funny, he literally beats Harley Quinn multiple times. Arkham Asylum, he beats Harley Quinn. He beats Bane. He beats Scarecrow. He beats Zsasz. I'm going to say he did beat Riddler, because he used, if you collect all the trophies, you locate Riddler's hideout and the GCPD come to arrest him. He does all this stuff. He beats Mutant. He beats a bunch of thugs in the Asylum game. He beats Titan Joker. He beats Poison Ivy. Then you jump into Arkham City. He beats Joker again. He beats Clayface. He beats Ra's al Ghul, who's been active for 600 years. The Demon's Head, a man who supposedly is the best fighter on the planet, and he beats him. He beats the ninjas, obviously the women ninja. He beats them. He beats Deadshot. Lord, I can't even talk because I'm so just thinking about the way he goes out is not good. He beats Joker's thugs. Penguin. He beats Penguin. Well, obviously it's Penguin. Penguin knows how to fight, but still, he beats Mr. Freeze. He outsmarts Mr. Freeze in the fantastic boss fight. But guess what? He outsmarts Mr. Freeze. He beats Mad Hatter, where Mad Hatter tries to take over his mind. He beats Mad Hatter. All these characters, Two-Face, he beats Two-Face. He beats all of them in Arkham City. Arkham Origins, again, a Batman who's been active for 3 years. He wins, he beats Black Mask, beats Joker. Deathstroke, who was easily matched, was probably the coolest boss fight that I love. He beats Deathstroke. He beats Firefly. He beats Copperhead, Copperhead goes as a he or she, but still, I'm just gonna call him a she. She poisoned Batman, and Batman beats her with her own poison. He beats her. He beats a lot of characters in the fight. He beats up so many thugs in Arkham Origins. Arkham Knight, who the Arkham Knight knew all of Batman's methods, his predator abilities, and his combat skills. He teaches his militia how to beat him. He tells them all of Batman's methods, the gargoyles, the sneaking around and all that, and his detective vision. Guess what? Batman beats the militia. He did beat Arkham Knight. He beat Arkham Knight. It wasn't really a boss fight, but basically he talked to him saying, "It's okay, son, we can fix this." And Jason looks down and like, he still beats him. He beats the tanks, the Cloudburst, tanks who have more guns and more automatic weapons than he ever did in his Batmobile. Remember, Batman does not like using guns. He doesn't like using guns. But again, his Batmobile only had less than 2 guns, and the Arkham Knight had a bunch of tanks, and he beats them. He beats Joker from possessing his mind. Joker's trying to take over his mind. Guess what? He beats him. He uses Scarecrow's fear toxin to get rid of the Joker personality out of his head. He does all of this. All of it. And you're telling me, and he also beat Harley Quinn. I forgot to mention, he beat Harley Quinn at Arkham Asylum. He throws her and she hits her head on the pole, throws her in the cage. Arkham City. You don't really fight Harley Quinn, but you fight her in the Harley Quinn Revenge DLC. He beats her there. He beats her in Arkham Knight. Again, takes her down in the grate, knocks her out. And this is the Harley Quinn who supposedly takes out Batman? Really now? That is terrible, terrible writing. And honestly, that's why I don't want to buy the game, because what's the point of bringing him back if you're going to have him go out? Now, a smart writer would have done is have Batman come back, break his mind control, helps the League down. If you want to kill him off, that's okay. I get that. You want to kill him off? Okay, kill him off. But don't kill him off with a weak death. That is going to be the weakest, and fans are when the leak happened, a lot of fans were already angry. Why do you think Rocksteady had to go on Twitter and say, or X, whatever the hell it's called, go on Twitter or X saying, hey, don't read the leaks because we know that some of the information, but don't read the leaks because some of it's not true and all that. Well, if it was true, they would just ignore and be like, it's just a rumor. It's like, why address it if it's not true? Then, obviously, the leaker who leaked it went on his Discord maybe 4 days after the leak and said that, oh, I made it up. It was fake. Batman doesn't get killed off by Harley Quinn. She thinks that they should kill him off, but they don't know. But they shouldn't kill him off. She thinks it's a good idea to kill him off, but they don't kill him off. It's like, what? It's either going to kill him off or not kill him off. Now, I hope that my prediction was that I think that he somehow breaks his mind control. He helps the League out. Well, no, this is just how I thought they should do it. He breaks his mind control. He helps the Suicide Squad take down the League, and he fights Brainiac. Basically, you're playing as the Squad. You team up with Batman. You try to take down Brainiac. Obviously, the plan fails. Batman basically sacrifices himself to take down Brainiac, and that's how it does. Maybe a new universe is made or something like that. But again, I think he's going to die. I think the leak is true. He will get killed off by Harley Quinn, and I'm just going to be shaking my head. When the game comes out, which is supposed to be next week, next Friday, I believe, next Friday will be the game's release date. I will be covering, and again, I will not be playing the game. I've decided that I'm not going to buy it. I'm just going to be watching on clips to see if it's true. And I don't really care about the Justice League part. I don't really care about Superman, Green Lantern. Flash or Wonder Woman. This is just Batman. Like, I only care about Batman and how his faith is. Now, if this death is true, if this leak comes true, where he gets shoots in the head, I am going to do one of the biggest rants I've ever had. Because remember, I grew up with Arkham Batman. Arkham Asylum was the second Batman game I played. I played Lego Batman 1. That was the first Batman game I've ever played. And then I played Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum was my first game that I loved playing. It was a game that I loved. Remember, I grew up from Arkham Batman from 2009 all the way to 2024. And I still play the Arkham games because they're still fun to play. To this day, no matter how old Arkham City is, it's still one of my favorite games. One of my all-time favorite video games I love to play. The combat, I love free roaming, I love beating up punks, I love the story, I love all of that. It's such a great game. To me, it's the best game. This game is good too. I love playing this game too. But Arkham City is still the best in my opinion. Now, again, hopefully the leak is not true, but if it is true, you guys are going to get one heck of a rant and all that. Anyways, this is just my predictions for the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game. Remember, I'm just going to say this again before people try to attack me. I have not played this game. I don't know. I've never played the game. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just like you guys sending out predictions. In fact, I don't know anybody coming out saying, oh, Hamilton said he played the game and all that. No, I have not played the game. I don't have no contact with DC or Warner Brothers or all that stuff. So again, this is just my predictions / spoilers. But anyways, I gotta get ready to play a Spider-Man stream soon. So anyways, thank you guys so much for support. And I will see you guys on another episode of whatever high topic video I do. Anyways, thank you guys so much for the support. I will see you guys on another video. God bless. Take care. See ya.